你好, welcome to Proficient Chinese 101, Lesson 8. My name is Sandy with ProficientChinese.com. In the previous lesson, you've learned how to pronounce the fourth tone correctly. In addition, you've also learned how to negate a word or phrase by using the negative word, 不. Well, in this lesson, you will learn the correct way to pronounce the neutral tone. But before we get started with the neutral tone, let's review the fourth tone again, okay? This way, you will achieve your spoken proficiency as soon as possible. Remember, the fourth tone is like a strong, emphatic statement in English, such as no, go, down, or leave. So you pronounce the fourth tone as if you put an exclamation point at the end of each syllable. However, when you combine the negative word 不 with another fourth tone word, 不 becomes the second tone, 不. Now let's do some practice with those fourth tone words, okay? Number 1, what is the word for hungry in Chinese? That's right. 饿. How about not hungry? Yes. 不饿. Number 2, what is the word for hot in Chinese? Very good. 热. How about not hot? That's correct. 不热. Number 3, how do you say right or correct in Chinese? Excellent. 对. How about not right or not correct? Good job. 不对. Number 4, did you know how to say wrong or mistake in Chinese? Wonderful. 错. How about not bad in Chinese? Fantastic. 不错. Alright, as you have mastered the fourth tone as well as the rules for 不, let's get going with the neutral tone. Some people would like to call the neutral tone the fifth tone. However, frankly speaking, the neutral tone is not the same as the 4 regular tones because the neutral tone is toneless. Specifically, there's no tone mark over the vowel. This means there's no emphasis or stress on a syllable, which is quite similar to unstressed syllables in English, such as of a, in, one of a kind. In other words, when you pronounce a syllable with a neutral tone in Chinese, you need to make sure the sound remains unstressed from the starting point through the ending point in a light and a quick manner. As a result, the neutral tone is usually spoken very briefly and softly. The neutral tone mostly occurs within 4 basic principles. Principle number 1, grammatical particles. Principle number 2, the second syllable of reduplicated words. Principle number 3, the second syllable of some 2-syllable compound words. Principle number 4, syllables such as dzuh that only have a fill-in function. Now, let's first talk about principle number 1, grammatical particles, okay? Well, grammatical particles such as ma and na are always pronounced in a neutral tone. Particles are little words that are added to words, phrases, or sentences for different functions. Ma is very interesting and useful. When you add ma and a question mark directly to the end of a sentence, you can turn a statement into a question right away. For example, 你好 is a statement. 你好吗 becomes a general question. Since the particle ma has the function of forming and indicating a question, we often call it question marker or question indicator. In our course, we are going to call it question indicator. Particle ne is another common question indicator, but ne is slightly different from ma. You can only use ne when you intended to ask, and how about so and so? Or, and what about so and so? For example, when you say 你呢, it means, and how about you? Alright, you've just learned two common particles as well as question indicators, ma and ne. Good job! Remember, both syllables are always pronounced in a neutral tone, which is unmarked. You will learn more particles as you progress through the course. Now let's move on to another common usage of the neutral tone. Principle number 2. So what is that? Well, when a word has reduplicated syllables, meaning two syllables are the same, such as 谢谢, the second syllable is always pronounced in a neutral tone. Other similar examples are 妈妈, 爸爸, 弟弟, 妹妹. You will encounter many more words like these in our future lessons. But for now, let's practice these words one more time, okay? 谢谢, 谢谢, 谢谢. 妈妈, 妈妈, 妈妈. 爸爸, 爸爸, 爸爸. 弟弟, 弟弟, 弟弟. 妹妹, 妹妹, 妹妹. Very good. Okay, now let's talk about principle number 3 regarding some other two-syllable compound words. Often when you have words consisting of two syllables, not necessarily the same syllable, such as 豆腐, 馒头, 学生. The second syllable is spoken in a neutral tone. You don't need to remember these words for now. What you need to do is to understand that the second syllable of some compound words bears a neutral tone, which is pronounced briefly and softly. Let's practice those words again, okay? Please repeat after me. 豆腐, 豆腐, 豆腐. 馒头, 馒头, 馒头. 学生, 学生, 学生. Excellent! Last but not least, we come to principle number 4 on the syllable 子. When it serves as a noun suffix, it only has a fill-in function. It means you can take it away without changing the meaning of the noun. In this case, the syllable 子 always bears a neutral tone. For example, 孩子, 叶子, 帽子, and many more. Again, don't worry about those words now. You will gradually master them in our future lessons. What you need to do is to recognize the syllable 子 and learn how to pronounce it in a neutral tone. Okay, let's practice these words one more time. 孩子, 孩子, 孩子. 叶子, 叶子, 叶子. 帽子, 帽子, 帽子. Great! You have just done a wonderful job on the neutral tone. There's something I need to tell you. In order for your Chinese to sound natural and native, you need to pay extra attention to the neutral tone. The reason is, the neutral tone is very commonly used in daily conversations, especially for speakers in northern areas of China, including Beijing, and some certain areas such as Shanghai. So it's better that you imitate native Chinese speakers and practice your neutral tone. Alright, as you have understood the foundation of the neutral tone, in the next lessons, we are going to go deeper on practicing each principle separately. This allows you to master the neutral tone as soon as possible. As I mentioned, it will be fun and easy. That's all for now. I will see you guys in the next lesson. See you. 再见.